Today on the stash, bankruptcy, or how I learned to stop worrying and buy all the toys. Hey guys, welcome back to the weekly stash. I'm Stu. We appreciate you stopping on by. If you haven't already, give us the thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Helps the channel grow, and we very much appreciate that. And you tell you what, man, it's been a whirlwind couple of weeks. We just hit 1,000 subscribers, so thank you again for that. Could not appreciate it any more than we do. I mean, thank you. And we also hit IshCon last weekend. That was great. So we've already got the video on the hunt up there and the hunt back. We've got the video of our experience at IshCon, and we're getting ready to cut the video of our haul there. But this is my weekly haul from the last couple of weeks, the week leading up to IshCon and the week just after. A lot of good stuff has come across the doorstep. And just a reminder before we get started, everything that you see here is something that I have bought. We don't have any sponsorships. Nobody sends us free stuff. This is all stuff that we've decided, hey, this is cool. I want to own it. And it starts this week, some superhero action with our good friend Cyclops. This is in his X Factor outfit. The first Cyclops I ever had was the white and blue Toy Biz version, like the very first one that they ever did. So that's kind of how I think about it, but I think I actually prefer this as the X Factor costume. That's my favorite. Getting ready to put together a really cool display with the X-Men. It's been a while since they've been on the shelf, but Cyclops bringing back some fun and some energy there for me. And I tell you what, when it comes to superheroes, how about the DC variety? We've got some good stuff coming in there, thanks to McFarlane. Coming in pretty hot with our good friends Batman, Commissioner Gordon, Lieutenant Gordon right here, right now, and Bizarro in the DC Classics line. Having a good time collecting these still while the line might be running down within the next year. There's still a lot of good stuff planned, so I'm really happy about that. Really excited to be able to pick up these from the year one storyline. And that was something that I just had missed out on when I was a kid. I had just gotten into comic books and really started reading and paying attention to what they were. Not really understanding everything, but that was just after year one. So for a longest time, I had no idea what the heck that actually meant. Bizarro there looking really good. Having a great time collecting these guys again while the line still goes. Although what I'm not really excited about is the price tag on this, at least when it comes to GameStop. $37.99 brand new. I don't know if I'm going to open this, guys. Might take it back and return it and then just wait till it pops up at a outlet that sells it for a kinder price. Look, I get tariffs are a real thing. I get there are geopolitical conditions, but when you pass the entire amount on to every single consumer for every single purchase, you're more than making up for what you're being taxed there. But that's just my 2 cents. When it comes to superheroes, nothing like real life superheroes. Yeah, even if they do kind of suck out loud. Hulk Hogan, yeah, I know. He's a legend. I'm going to shut up and I'm not complain because I bought the action figure. But this is his WCW days when he first kind of went over there. I needed somebody for Lex Luger to beat the crap out of, so that's what that's all about. How about Rhea Ripley, a pickup this week as well? Hadn't seen her too often on the shelf, so I decided it was time to add this particular version, this with a women's championship belt. So I got the latest version that came out in the Elite Waves, but I hadn't gotten a version of Rhea with that belt. So that's super cool. How about we head back to the 80s / early 90s with Greg the Hammer Valentine. When I think about feathered hair, crazy robes, and a figure four leg lock, if it's not Ric Flair, then it's got to be Greg the Hammer Valentine. Picked him up on the way back from IshCon there as well. And a couple of other pickups on the road there. Had Rob Van Dam, and we have Stevie right here. Kind of trying to complete the Disciple, but I don't know how excited I am to actually do that. I've got to find, well, no, I mean, I would do want the Booker T, and he's the last one, so that would mean that I'd finish it. I'm excited to get Booker T to finish off Harlem Heat in all their glory, but I'm not necessarily chomping at the bit to put together the Disciple, Booty Man, Zodiac, or whatever you want to call Brutus. And the other week, we were watching a pay-per-view at Justin's house, and then we put on one of the AEW special matches between Dustin Rhodes and Cody when he was just bleeding like a sieve, bleeding like a stuck hog. But what a great match that was. So I decided I needed to get a Dustin Rhodes. I don't have until now, a Dustin Rhodes of any shape or form in the wrestling collection. So got that off of Mercari, thanks to the guy who sold it at a fair price. Great packaging, and that was super cool as well. From wrestling, a longtime passion, to, of course, another longtime passion of mine, Masters of the Universe. Motu still kicking out some great stuff. Brand new. Got this week, King Randor. That's looking pretty sweet there. It's Masters of the Universe, New Eternia. Loving what they're doing with this. I still need to get the newest Beastman, which is kind of based on some earlier designs, Lords of Power. Looking really cool there. Also was able to pick up Faker. Justin picked this one up for me. Thank you, my brother. And this is starting to hit stores now. This is the same body of the 40th anniversary He-Man that I use as my main display He-Man. So that's totally cool right there, and absolutely will pop on the shelf. Great color there. I'm really excited to have it. This is pretty cool. You know, you got to have Frank Langella if you've already put your money down on that disturbingly hideous movie version of He-Man. Yeah, it doesn't look like Dolph Lundgren at all, but at the end of the day, this is still pretty cool. This looks a hell of a lot more like Frank Langella. I think this is a decent sculpt for Skeletor. I'm excited to have this. I do need to pick up the movie Beastman. That's the one that I'm missing. Looking forward to getting Blade later on this summer. When it comes to Blades, how about the Ninja Turtles? Long-time loves of the channels. Justin is a huge fan for the Ninja Turtles, so am I. And I'm also a big fan of Universal Monsters. So when this line, or when they announced that this line was going to continue with Dracula as Shredder, I knew I was excited. It's a great figure, man. I mean, totally cool. I am really looking forward to getting this guy busted open and adding him to the collection and the shelf. And I thought, well, once they get Dracula, they're going to be done, right? Like, where else are you going to go from there? Well, they're going to do the Metaluna Mutant, so that's going to be Krang joining the line. Don't know if it's going to stop there or not. It seems like the sky's the limit. They are running out of properties, though. But I will be excited to see that Krang in hand. Looks like it's going to be super cool if it does make it to fruition there in all the publicity shots that we've seen. Man, guys, it's been a crazy week. I hope that you've been enjoying it, taking it easy, not going too crazy when it comes to your spending. And if you are going nuts, just make sure that you can afford it. I know that's my little public service announcement, because sometimes it is easy to go overboard. And I say that because this last week, Target Haulathon finally hit in our area. We were actually able to pick up some of the cool stuff we've been looking forward to for the last month or so. And a lot of that involves these Ninja Turtle guys right here. Starting off with Donatello, was able to pick him up. Really excited to have the individual flavor of the Turtles there, right? So you've got basically everybody as their own character doing their own little side mission. Donatello's working on stuff in his shop. You've got old man Raph joining the old man club of disgruntled, I'm really old and I'm going to kill you action figures. Super cool there, but Raph probably did it first. I'm just saying, Logan, eat your heart out. That's awesome. And then I was able to find Super Turtle while we were out there at IshCon as well. Super Turtle looking good. This one's $50. Again, it's the same rationale I think that they're using or used with Grammy April. You've got one pretty big figure, decent sized scaled turtle with a few good accessories, and then two small minifigs that do have a bit of articulation there. So I think that's the justification for that $50 price point. It looks awesome. Think it's going to be cool. Let you know when we get this guy busted open and have a chance to review it. Here we go. Nothing other than Shredder also hitting. I got this off of Target's app. I haven't seen it in stores yet. If you have, good for you. Give us a thumbs up and let us know what you're seeing in your area as far as Haulathon goes. To be honest with you, it's been a complete bust here in the Charleston area. In most of South Carolina, we haven't seen really any displays, but I'm happy to see the Shredder in its original color scheme, battle damaged. If it has to be, I would like it if they could do some re-release or some slight tweak of the sculpt that they did of the regular Shredder in his original colors there from the comic, not just the black and white. But when it comes to comics, guys, a lot of great stuff coming out from Haulathon and then hitting some online boutiques as well. And a lot of these stories we're going to talk about are going to come from Volume 3, really, of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I went with the color edition. I know a lot of people think that that's not necessarily the way to go, but I like the art, even if a lot of the foot soldiers are blue and sometimes they're red. That's where the colorways are coming from that you've seen a lot of in the stores. And that's where the inspiration comes from this box set. Issue number 14 kicks off this this Ninja Turtle collection that I just showed you here. It's let's see, what do they call it? It is called the Unmentionables. So you got that right there. Cool. Basically, it's just inspired by the cover of that issue, the Ninja Turtles as gangsters. They don't really dress like this. They don't go back in time, and no one has a fever dream where they imagine that they're gangsters. So this is kind of cool. It is sort of a wish fulfillment for fans to be able to get another version of the Turtles in a really cool set of outfits. I wasn't necessarily sold on it at first until I saw Justin had it in his collection in his new setup, which he's gonna have to film a video for us here coming up. But it looks so cool, had to pick it up. Awesome. And finally, this week was able to pick up, thanks to Nerdzoic. I ordered it online last Sunday, came on a Thursday, and here in my hot little hands, it's the Worms of Madness. You've got Shredder and Roku Saki, some maximum clonage going on there. Guys, thanks for joining us. Like, subscribe if you haven't already, share with a friend, and let us know in the comments below what you found this week, what you're looking for, and what that white whale of yours might be. Appreciate you joining us. It's Action Figure Now. We'll see you guys on the next one.